Namaste again, my beauties. What we will do now. Moonology Oracle cards. We will look up several questions. To be exact, on this deck, we are going to look the answer to one simple question. What the solution to the challenge I am facing right now? My queens, love, relationship, any. What is the solution to the challenge I face now? I'm gonna do 5 cards out of the Moonology oracles. I do not have many of oracle cards. Why is that? Because I consider them most of them, I consider them too easy because they have already things written on them. And I consider that, you know, it's so hard and complicated and takes so long to understand the classical tarot and what comes to oracles. It's not really that complicated. Anyone can do it. But I have to admit that some of the oracles, especially the gift of my dearest Claire, really, but that is the oracle, and the same, it's the still tarot as an tarot oracle deck. So this one I really loved. Somehow it pulled me. I saw it and it called my name. It said, Lala, please take me and use me for your girls. Moonology. So please concentrate on one number from 1 to 5. If you have several issues, my beautiful queens, if there are several things you want to know about, then for single issue, choose one card. Okay, so the question, what is the solution to the challenge I face now? Card number 1. Why I always do 5? Card number 2. Card number 3. Card number 4. And card number 5. What is the solution for the challenge? What is the solution for the challenge I face now? If there are several, choose one card for each. Let us go. Just let's go straight to it. Card number 1. The cardinal moon. Do you see anything at all with this light? The cardinal moon, and it says here, be bold and make the first move. What exactly is that supposed to mean? I hope you are not shy. But even if you are shy, let me put it a little closer to you. Now, the solution to your challenge is be bold, courageous, brave, and even bossy. Take everything, take matters into your own hands. This is a very powerful sign you're having here. So if you chose this card is very strong suggestion that you are going to need to be everything but shy and sit in a little corner and wait until the destiny is going to figure out your problems. So you need to get your ideal resolution or your position or any situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you. It asks you, this card, you know, how strong you are, or how strongly you want to get that, whatever you're asking about. If you're worrying about a situation, about a certain situation, this card suggests you not to be passive, not to be passive. Instead, you have to take matters in your own hands. And you need to make things move. It's up to you to make them move, okay? Ask yourself what you really want. And if the situation is pretty much about anything, you have to be bold. You have to take charge of your life. You have to take charge of your destiny. You have to be bold. Stop sitting out there crying. You have to be bold. You have to follow your real dreams, your heart, your emotions. But of course, please be careful and don't move too fast. This is card number 1, your answer. For those of you who chose card number 2, luck is on your side. We are having, let me move it a little bit. We are having the new moon in Sagittarius, especially, of course, a strong sign if you are a Sagittarius. So what this card means, pretty obviously luck is on your side. So if you are thinking too much, you're paying too much attention to think about details, you need to perhaps you are, Sagittarius, you are not a non-active type of personality. You like, because I do have Sagittarius friends, you like to, put everything apart and put every part to the shelf where it belongs. So perhaps, probably, it's good sometimes to think everything through. But sometimes you need to step back and kind of try to see a big picture, kind of like to look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation if you kind of step aside and look at everything what's happening from a side? What is the most positive thing you can see in this situation? What's negative? So now it's kind of telling you, you know what? Slow down a little bit. Stop over analyzing everything and count your blessings, they say. So if you don't exactly have right now what you want, start appreciating, please, what you do have. And this card also reminds you that we often have to take a few risks and go with something which you don't know exactly how this is going to be. No one can give you any guarantees, especially in a love relationship. So take time to stop and smell the roses. Take time to look at the situation from the side. This is the answer for card number 2. Card number 3. What is the solution to a challenge you're facing right now? That's probably would be my recommendation. Blue moon. That's my favorite color. Believe in the impossible. Do you remember my queens, this expression they say, it happens only once in a blue moon. So pretty much once in a blue moon you got yourself a blue moon. So it happens one in a blue moon, and also it kind of like hardly ever happens, but it happens. So if you chose this card suggests you to remember that you are that type of person. You might think, oh, nothing is really happening, nothing is going on. Every day is the same. I'm never going to be what I want to be. I'm never going to see what I want to see. It's never going to happen. You know what? You chose this card, and it tells you that rare chance, which happens once in a blue moon, that's your chance. So something might happen to you. The help comes, unexpectedly. It's a very positive card, girls, like very, very positive sign. And if you think I hope for too much and, these things happen to other people but not me, you know what? No. There is nothing impossible for the universe, nothing. So whatever you're asking about, well, guess what? It might happen once in a blue moon, but you got that blue moon, so it can happen. So, however, with this rare opportunity, you can achieve or get what you even kind of lost believe that you can get it, So, you know what? Be grateful to the universe that this card was calling your name, because it's luck, it's rare luck. It's a chance that you, by some miracle, get what you want. And simply, this is their answer to your question. That's awesome. Now, two more cards. Let's do number 4. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Nothing yet. Nothing is yet set in a stone. Well, that's kind of true. So changes. There is a very old Chinese expression. I wish you live in the times of changes. Ancient Chinese, they hated changes because changes are challenging. This is the card, but if you were looking for those changes, waiting for those changes, working very hard for those changes, this is the card of changes. It tells you that changes are coming. And also, it tells you that something is still developing. It's still developing. So this card tells you, indeed, even if it seems to you nothing's freaking changing and you are tired of this routine and sick and tired of it, indeed things are changing. So take this card as a sign that the situation which you are asking about is very far away from being finalized. If you're not happy with this current situation today, then you have to understand that still it is developing. And you can participate in these changes. You can still do some things which can influence the outcome. You are building this situation. If you think you don't have any powers in this situation, well, guess what you do? The card shows you that you do. However, there is also a sense that the situation could be also a little unstable. So for some of you, it's a great news because, you can still influence it. But for some of you, you can be a little upset because you don't like the uncertainty, you want to know what's going on. But the same time, the best will unfold. But please remember that you need to do what you need to do, because actions bring changes. Sitting and looking at the sky and crying doesn't bring changes. This is the card number 4, and the last one, card number 5. Don't let your past, okay, this is, here comes dear Zindagi. Don't let your past blackmail your present. Oh, how was it? My goodness, I forgot. And spoil your beautiful future. This sows not Rahu and Ketu. Don't let your past hold you back. Magnificent sign. Those of you who are familiar with Vedic astrology, South Node and North Node are Rahu and Ketu. Twin flames have Rahu and Ketu, which are exactly in front of each other. For example, I give you my own example. My Rahu is in Scorpio and my Ketu is in Taurus. His Rahu is in Taurus. His Ketu is in Scorpio. So those of you who probably are like myself, very powerful sign. So the South Node, this card is of, as you can see, South Node, like the North Node. This is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past. Could be, my queens, that this situation, of course, relate to past lives. In this case, you would, if you want to know more, you would have to do past life regressions and then email me. I'll give you the contacts of Madhumit or Samantha. So, my queens, if you chose this, whatever you are going through and whatever you are asking about, it's very, very possible look like that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might or want to achieve. So, if you feel stuck in something, whatever you are asking about, this card will often come as a sign of what? As a sign that the situation, or if this is relationship you're asking about, has somehow became suffocating and became toxic. Please pay attention, especially if you're asking about relationship. So this card suggests you that someone, or maybe it's you, need to be released. We could be dealing with karmic soulmates, and if it's a manipulator, abuser, narcissist, it only can destroy you. So whatever it is, something needs to be released, because that something can cause some type of addiction and unhealthy attachment. What is codependency? Or adrenaline dependency. Please watch my video where I explain how a man who abuses you, not necessarily physically, but psychologically, mentally, and emotionally, you stay with him because he becomes a drug dealer and a drug. He slowly destroys you, but you keep on staying. Please pay attention if it rings the bell, because it only would unfortunately destroy you. So this needs to be released. This is very challenging situation, so please make some changes. They're releasing something, or their past has to be released. And of course, if it's a karmic card, then of course it's connecting with karmic relationship, which situation played over many lifetime. So please take it into consideration, and probably if you chose that but you're not sure what is in the future, you can get a reading with me. The $25 reading, one question email reading, will be done by me in the month of August only. This is all, my beautiful queens. These are the 5 cards from Moonology Oracle deck. I am wishing you all the most wonderful things in the world, and I will talk to you later. Namaste.